Hi everyone, welcome to our gymnastics video. I'm Sam and today we're going to be looking at doing some gymnastics fitness using our basic shape work. So we're going to start by warming up, and for our warm up game we're going to do the bean game. So if I say run a bean, we have to run nice and fast on the spot. If I say baked bean, we're going to crouch down really small into our tuck shape. If I say broad bean, we're going to jump out really wide into our star shape. And if I say string bean, we're going to get up onto our tiptoes, nice and tall, and see how up high we can reach. So let's start. Run a bean. Let's see everyone running fast as you can on the spot. Baked bean. Nice and small in our tuck shape. Fantastic. Run a bean. Let's see if we go really fast. Broad bean. Nice and wide in our star shape. Fantastic. String bean. And baked bean. And run a bean. Let's see everyone go really fast again. Well done. Baked bean. Run a bean. Baked bean. String bean. Baked bean. String bean. Fantastic. And back to run a bean. And frozen bean. Everyone standing still. Well done. The next one we're going to do is beans on toast. If we do beans on toast, we have to lie down in a star shape as wide as we can. And if I say jelly bean, we have to be nice and wide, and we're going to wobble our bodies like jelly. We're going to start off again with run a bean. Everyone running really fast. How fast can you run? Baked bean. Run a bean. And jelly bean. Let's see who can wobble like jelly. String bean. Beans on toast. Well done. And baked bean. Nice and tucked into that tuck shape. Beans on toast. Baked bean. Beans on toast. Baked bean. Let's see who can do this fast. Beans on toast. Run a bean. Well done. And broad bean. Into that star shape. And string bean. Fantastic. And frozen bean. This time we're going to add in jumping beans. If I say jumping bean, we're going to jump up and down on our tiptoes. Everyone start with run a bean. Off we go. Baked bean. String bean. Jumping bean. Baked bean. Beans on toast. Nice and wide. Well done. And run a bean. Let's see if you can run really, really fast. Jumping bean. Run a bean. Jumping bean. Run a bean. Broad bean. Jelly bean. Baked bean. Beans on toast. And run a bean. Nice and fast. Let's see who can do it the fastest. Baked bean. Run a bean. String bean. Jumping bean. Well done. Let's see who can jump the highest. Make sure we're keeping our arms above our head. And jelly bean. Let's see you wobble like jelly. And baked bean. Beans on toast. Baked bean. Beans on toast. And run a bean. And frozen bean. Fantastic. Right, we're going to do some stretches. Stretches are really important to do before we do our gymnastic shapes to make sure our bodies are ready to do our exercises. So we're going to start off with our arms nice and wide, and we're going to do big circles. Make sure they're nice and wide, and this time we're going to do it backwards. Well done. Nice and big. Excellent. And this time we're going to put our arm up in the air, and we're going to put it behind our backs, and we're going to push it down. We're going to hold these stretches for 8 seconds. Well done. And other arm up. Put it behind your back. And we're going to reach down. Fantastic. And we're going to reach up nice and tall in our stretch shape. We're going to keep our legs nice and straight. And we're going to reach down and see if we can touch our toes. So if we can, we're going to try and hold it for 8 seconds. Fantastic. This time we're going to go sit down into our pike shape with our legs nice and straight, and we're going to reach towards our toes again this time. Again, holding it for 8 seconds. See if you can get your nose as close to your knees as you can. Excellent. Now this time we're going to go into our straddle shape. We're going to put our hands across our tummy. We're going to reach up nice and tall, and we're going to go all the way over and try and get our hand, touch our other foot, and we're going to get our ear on our knee. And we're going to hold this for 8 seconds as well. Excellent. And we're going to swap over, so this arm's going to go across your tummy now, and we're going to go all the way across. Make sure you can feel it in your hamstrings. Excellent. Now this time we're going to get our hands, and we're going to try and walk our hands as far forward as you can. See if you can reach as far as you can. See if you can get your belly button or your nose to touch the floor. And we're going to hold that for 8 seconds as well. Fantastic. Now we're going to have a go at stretching our quadriceps. So we're going to lie back, but we're going to bring our foot to the side of our bottoms, not underneath it. Okay, we're just going to bring them to the side. We're going to keep our knees together, and we're going to lie back as far as we can. And we're going to try and stretch our quadriceps. So now we've warmed up, we're going to have a go at doing some stretches. Now it's really important we stretch before we do any exercises to make sure our muscles are nice and warmed up and we're not going to get injured while we're doing any of our basic shape work. So to start with, we're going to put our arms out nice and wide, keep them nice and straight, and we're going to start by drawing some little circles, moving our arms forward. And we're going to get a little bit bigger, and can we get our arms even bigger? And can you draw the biggest circles you can, moving your arms forward? And this time we're going to stop, and we're going to try and do them backwards, really big circles. How big can you draw your circles with your arms, keeping them nice and straight? And we're going to get a little bit smaller, and a little bit smaller, and really small. Can you draw really small circles with your arms? Well done. Now we're going to put our one arm up in the air, and we're going to bring it behind our back, and we're going to push down our elbow to stretch our tricep muscles. Now our tricep muscles are the muscles at the back of our arm. So we're going to hold that nice and still. Wow. So now we're going to try to do it with the other arm. So your arm up, put it behind your back, and pushing it gently down with your other hand. And we're going to hold these stretches for 8 seconds. It's really important we hold them for 8 seconds. Fantastic. Now our next muscle we're going to stretch is our hamstrings, and our hamstrings are at the back of our legs, right at the top here. So to stretch those, we need to keep our legs nice and straight, and we're going to walk our hands down our legs, keeping our legs straight still, and we're going to see if we can touch our toes. And we're going to hold that nice and still for our 8 seconds. If you can touch your toes, it's quite easy. See if you can get your hands flat next to your feet on the floor. Well done. Now we're going to go into our straddle shape. So sitting on our bottom with our legs nice and wide and keeping them nice and straight. We're going to bring our arm across our tummy. If the other arm up in the air, we're going to reach over to our other foot. While you're doing it, see if you can get your ear to rest on your knee. We're going to feel that stretch in our lower legs and across our sides. Well done. So we're going to bring this arm across our tummy now, other arm up, and we're going to reach over to the other side. Making sure we're keeping our legs nice and straight while we're doing it. Well done. Now we're going to see if we can go into a straddle fold. So we're going to put our arms out, and we try and walk our hands as far forward as we can, and we should feel the stretch in our hamstrings as we're going down. If you find it easy, see if you can get your belly button onto the floor, or see if you can even get your nose to touch the floor. How low can you get? Well done. Now we're going to have a go at stretching our quadriceps. So our quadriceps are the muscles on the top of our legs, and to stretch those we have to bring our foot to the side of our bottoms. It's really important it's at the side and not underneath our bottoms. We're going to keep our knees together and we're going to try and lie back as far as we can. And we're going to hold that for 8 seconds. Well done. And now we're going to do it on the other side. So foot to the side of your bottom, not underneath. Keep your knees together and we're going to lie back. If you can only lie some way back, that is fine. If you can lie all the way back, that's great too. Fantastic. Now we're going to stretch our shoulders and our back. So we're going to go into a shape called seal. So we're going to be on our front and we're going to lift up nice and straight, using our arms, keeping those straight as well. And we're going to look over one shoulder behind us. Try and keep your feet together as you do it. And we're going to look over the other shoulder, keeping those feet together and those arms nice and straight. And we're going to go into a shoulder stretch. So we need to go into our hands and knees. We're going to push our bottom into the air and we're going to walk our hands forward as far as they can. And we're going to try and get really low. Excellent. And we're going to get back into our seal shape. Well done. And if we go onto our knees and we're going to put our hands together and we're going to rotate them around. So we're going to rotate our wrists, make sure they're all nice and stretched out. Can you make some waves, keeping your hands together? And we're going to shake them off. Fantastic, good work. So we're going to have a go at starting some gymnastics exercises, and to do that we're going to do some Courbet actions. Now Courbet actions are exercises that focus on using our core muscles, our muscles in our tummy. So to start off we're going to have a go at working on our dish shape. So to start off we're going to lie down on our backs and we're going to do 10 leg lifts. Now to do a leg lift, you're going to have to start out nice and straight and you're going to lift them up nice and straight, squeezing your tummy really tight and lower them back down. I'm going to do 10 of those in a row. So I'm going to lift up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. The next one we're going to do is our arm lifts. Okay, and to do an arm lift we have to stay in our stretch shape and we're going to squeeze our tummy tight. We're going to lift our shoulders and our arms up off the floor. So to do that you can squeeze up off the floor and then back down. So we're going to do 10 of those. So we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic. Now we're going to have a go at holding our dish shape. So we're going to bring both of those actions together. So we're going to have to lift our legs up and we're going to have to lift our arms and our shoulders off the floor, making sure we're keeping our chin tucked into our chest. So we're going to lie back. So we're going to lift our legs up and our arms and our shoulders up and we're going to hold that shape like that. If that's too hard, you can hold your dish shape on your bottom with your legs out and your arms out, or if that's still too tricky, you can keep your legs bent so you're just holding it like that. And we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. So pick whichever one's comfortable for you and we're going to hold that for 10 seconds. Well done. Now we're going to have a go at doing it in our arch shape. So to get into our arch shape, we have to go onto our tummies with our legs straight and our arms out. I'm going to start off by doing some leg lifts like we did on our dish, but this time we're going to be on our tummy. So to do a leg lift, you have to lift your legs all the way up and then back down. So we're going to do 10 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. This time we're going to do arm lifts. So we're going to keep our legs flat on the floor this time. We're going to try and lift our arms up off the floor. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well done. This time we're going to try and put them together to hold our arch shape. So we're on our tummies, and we're going to have to lift our legs up and our arms up at the same time. And we're going to try and hold it. So we're going to try and hold this shape for 10 seconds. Make sure you're keeping your arms and your legs up. Fantastic. Now our next one is going to be on our sides. So we're going to go onto our sides. We're going to keep one arm out and you can just rest your other arm just in front of your tummy. This time we're going to do leg lifts but from our side. So to do that you have to lift your legs up and then bring them back down. You're going to try and squeeze your tummy while you're doing it and keep it nice and straight. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Now this time we're going to do arm lifts. Okay, so we're going to aim at lifting this one arm up and off the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. And now we're going to see if we can hold that shape. We're lifting our legs up and our arms up at the same time. So lift our legs up and our arms up. I'm going to hold for 10. Excellent, well done. Now we're going to finish off with our last one, which is going to be our stretch shape to our tuck shape. So to do that, we're going to lie back in our stretch shape, and then we want to sit up quickly into our tuck shape. Okay, so nice and tucked in. So stretch shape, and then straight in to our tuck shape. We're going to do that 10 times. If you find that too easy, have a go at trying to keep your legs up nice and straight and touching your toes at the top instead of keeping in to your tuck shape. So we're going to have a go at 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure you get all the way back out to that stretch shape. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fantastic work. Well done everyone, good work. We're going to have a go at doing an Amrap workout. Now Amrap stands for as many reps as possible. So we're going to have 3 different exercises to do and we're going to have a time limit to do them in. And we're going to see how many times can we do those 3 exercises in that time limit. So our 3 exercises we're going to do today are walkouts, press ups and mountain climbers. Now we'll show you how we can do those and then we will get down to see how many of those we can do, and we're going to do it in 3 minutes. Okay, so a walkout is standing with your legs either wide or you can do them together, it's up to you. If you want it a bit easier, put your legs nice and wide. You're going to put your hands down to the floor and you're going to walk your hands out until you're in a front support shape, and then you're going to walk then all the way back in and arms up, and that would be 1. And we're going to do 5 of those. So down, walk your hands out, so you're in front support shape, walk them back in, arms up, and that would be 2. So we're going to do 5 of those. Then we're going to do press ups. Now you can either do press ups starting on your feet like this, okay? If you find that too difficult, you can go down to your knees and bring it down. And you can try and get as low as you can, trying to get your head as closest to the floor. So that would be 1, 2, and so on. And we're going to do 10 press ups. Then we're going to move on to mountain climbers. Now we need to do 20 mountain climbers. So to do a mountain climber, you have to stand in your front support position, and you need to bring your one knee up and into your chest and down, and that's 1. So into your chest, back into front support, 2, and then you can do it a bit quicker as you go along, making sure you're bringing that knee right up into your chest. And we're going to do 20 of those. Once you've done your 5 walkout, your 10 press ups, and your 20 mountain climbers, that counts as 1 set, okay? Then if you do them all again, that's then 2 sets. Okay, and you're going to see how many sets of walkout, press ups, and mountain climbers you can do within 3 minutes. I'm going to set a timer now, and we're going to see how many you can do, and I want you to let us know how many you can do in 3 minutes. Now I'm going to set a timer of 3 minutes, okay, so we've got 3 minutes to do those 3 exercises. I'm going to do the first set with you, okay. Remember to go at your own pace, it's as fast as you can go, and you'll see how many you can do by yourself. So are we ready? Get into your first position. So the first one is walkout, and we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So make sure you're walking your hands all the way out into that front support shape, all the way back in, hands above your head, and then that's 1. And we're doing 5 of those. Remember to go at your own pace. Make sure we're going all the way out into that front support shape. Trying to keep our legs nice and straight as we do that. Once you've done that, into 10 press ups. Trying to get as low as you can as you're going down. Remember, you can go into your knees if you find it hard, or stay in your front support shape if you find it easy. Once you've done that, moving on to your 20 mountain climbers. Make sure you get in those knees right up to your chest. And that's 1, so keep going, see how many more you can do. You've still got 1.5 minutes left on the timer, so keep going. Keep going, make sure when you're doing those walkouts, you keep your legs nice and straight. Making sure you're going all the way out into that full support shape. If we're doing those press ups, make sure we're getting really low to the ground. Wow, don't keep going. There's 1 minute left. Can you do another set in that 1 minute? Let's see who's going to get 2 or 3 sets done. Well done, keep going. Make sure we're keeping control of those movements. Remember, go at your own pace. If you're struggling, keep going. See if you can finish off the exercise you're doing. Well done, excellent work, guys. Keep going, keep pushing yourself. Fantastic. Make sure we're keeping those arms and legs straight when we're doing our walkout. Fantastic. Make sure you're getting those knees right into your chest when we're doing our mountain climbers. Going at your own time. Last 20 seconds, guys. Keep going. Well done. Last 15 seconds left. See if you can finish the exercise you'll run. Keep going. Well done, 10 seconds. Just a little bit further, can you do the last one more? 3, 2, 1, and stop there. Excellent work. Who's feeling tired now? Whose arms are hurting? Whose tummies are hurting? I know mine was just after one set. So really good job, guys. Well done. Okay. Make sure you write down your scores and let us know how many you did. Okay. And then see if you can do it again. Can you improve your score from last time? Okay. We're going to play the balance game using our gymnastic shapes. So I will call out a number and then you need to use your gymnastic shapes knowledge to create a balance with that many parts of the body touching the floor. So if I said 1, you could do a balance just using your one leg on the floor. Okay. If I said 4, you could do your front support shape. So you've got 2 hands on the floor and 2 feet, and you're going to hold it nice and still. Now, when we hold the balance, it's important we hold it nice and still, we're not moving, and we hold it for 3 seconds, okay? So we're going to have a go. I'm going to call out a number, and I'll see how quickly you can come up with a gymnastic shape to hold that move for, okay? Make sure you're holding it for 3 seconds. I'm going to do it as well, okay? So if you are stuck and you're not sure what shape you could do, you can always copy me. Okay, so we're going to start off with 1. So it's 1 body part, holding your balance for 3 seconds. Off you go. So I'm holding this shape with just 1 body part on the floor. Fantastic. Now let's get a bit running on the spot. Let's jog on the spot while we're waiting. And let's go 4. Fantastic. I'm doing back support. Let's see what other ones you've come up with. Has anyone done anything different? Well done. This time we're going to do high knees when we're jogging around. And 3. Well done. I've adapted my front support shape, so I've still got 2 hands on the floor, but I've got 1 leg lifted up in the air. Fantastic. This time we're going to do jogging on the spot again. Well done. Keep going. And we're going to do 2. So can you do 2? Make sure you hold it nice and still for 3 seconds. Well done. I've adapted my back support, so I've just got 1 foot and 1 arm on the floor. Fantastic. Right, this time we're going to do jumping up and down. And 1, but let's see if you can do a different shape from last time when you did 1. I'm doing arch shape. What shapes have you come up with? Fantastic. Well done. And back to jumping on the spot. Let's see if we can get really faster now. And 3. Let's see if you can do something different from last time. 3. What have you come up with? Let's see. I've done a tuck shape, so I've got 2 feet on the floor and my bottom on the floor, holding it nice and tight in a nice balance. Well done. Fantastic. I'm going to keep jogging on the spot. Let's see if we can get those knees even higher. And 4. Let's see who can do 4. Fantastic. I've done front support this time. Well done. Jogging on the spot. And 2. Let's see, what can you do for 2? Well done. I've done side support with just 1 foot on the floor, 1 arm on the floor, and my other arm up, holding it nice and still. Well done. Try and be creative, see how many different more balances you can come up with using your gymnastic shapes. Can you even find more ways to balance on more than 4 body parts, can you think of ways to come up and balance with 5 or 6 different body parts? Well done, guys.